To discuss government's approach on corruption, we are now joined by Shekhar Iyer, political editor with the Deccan Herald. Welcome, Mr. Iyer, to Newsnight. While on the one hand, the Prime Minister has sent out a stern message for erring officials refusing to mend their ways despite repeated complaints, on the other hand, we are seeing that Ashok Chavan, former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, is now facing prosecution in the Adarsh Housing Society scam. Not just that, an FIR has been ordered by a court in Kerala against the incumbent Chief Minister, Oomen Chandy. Is this a study in contrast?
Yes, I think particularly the last Lok Sabha elections, corruption was the biggest issue. In fact, the entire thing, the campaign of the BJP and our Prime Minister was because of the kind of scams that were witnessed in the period under UPA. Now what we are seeing is, say for instance in Kerala, now these cases have been going on for the past 2 years. Now Kerala case, the centre has nothing to do with that case, because already there is a talk that this is an attempt to destabilize a Congress government. But this is a separate case which is going on, where a couple collected money promising them solar projects, and they named people, since there was a criminal case registered against them because they duped investors.
Absolutely.
They named people close to the Chief Minister, and 3 of them were removed actually. Now today what we are seeing in the Vigilance Court, one of the accused deposes saying that she paid a sum of money,
1.9 crore rupees to an aide of the Chief Minister.
And earlier another co-accused had made even bigger allegations
of 5.5 crore rupees
so
being paid to the aide of the Chief Minister.
See, though people can say this is the time election fever is on, so these are, but the fact remains, when close people are named and before a court, and the court has ordered registering FIR, so it becomes very serious.
Absolutely. And how do you see the fact that in the past few months, 2 ministers in the Kerala government have already resigned? The Finance Minister K.M. Mani had resigned in the bar bribery scandal case. Not just that, the Excise Minister has also resigned, Mr. Babu, in Kerala. But the Chief Minister is refusing to resign.
Yeah, I think what they are hoping is that the Congress High Command has taken a view that they can brazen this out, in the sense they will not let Oomen Chandy become a victim in this case, because he is the face of the party now, and with the elections due in 3 months. Oomen Chandy has probably conveyed to the High Command that he can get some relief in the higher court. But what is happening is, already there is, even the
so
left
is morality being sacrificed at the altar of electoral politics just months ahead of Kerala Assembly elections?
Even if Oomen Chandy were to continue and he were to get even a stay, this is going to be a big election issue on which the Congress and the Chief Minister himself will be on the defensive, because now all the things are out in the public domain. And this lady is now openly making allegations, and she said it in the court, she has been saying it outside.
And now there is allegedly a taped conversation between her and an aide of the Chief Minister.
She went before the court, how she was tutored as to how she should say. Now all these are going to cost the party's image.
Too many skeletons are tumbling out of the closet.
I mean, it also takes away a lot of punch from the Congress campaign at the centre, because the Congress has been trying to raise one issue or the other, saying that this is against this minister, that minister.
Okay. Now, do you think at the same time the centre has showed that it has a zero tolerance approach towards corruption, beginning with the black money law that was passed? Crores of rupees have been collected in tax from black money offenders already, who had parked their illegal wealth or ill-gotten wealth outside India. Not just that. Today, on the Defence Ministry's instruction, the CBI has decided to probe 2 serving Major Generals in disproportionate assets case. We haven't heard of something like this before.
Absolutely. This is the first of its kind, where a serving senior army officers are to be investigated by the CBI, because this has not happened before. Because earlier also we have seen, whether it was that Sukna land scam or other scams, where names of some senior army officers that cropped up, but nothing much happened, because the view of the then government was not to disturb any officer until he retired. But here, or even then also, I didn't see any. But here is a case where soon after their names were put up for consideration for promotion, there was a lot of complaints about these individuals, and the Defence Minister has taken a very strong line and decided that they should face inquiry.
Absolutely.
Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been saying from day one that if we were to count one of the biggest achievements of his government, he has been saying that so many projects have been cleared, so many mega things have taken off, but there is no smell of corruption. There is no smell of a scam, the kind we saw during the UPA period.
Absolutely, and not just that, natural resources, for instance, coal and telecom spectrum have been given out in huge auctions, and a lot of money has been earned by the exchequer. How do you see the fact that there is so much of emphasis on e-governance by this government, and Transparency International in its report has shown India moving up 9 points, 9 places?
See, the fact that an organization like Transparency International has taken note of changes that are happening in the government, the way the government is procuring things, particularly the e-tendering, coal auction, the whole thing was done in a transparent manner, because right from the time we saw those CAG reports indicating the manner in which decisions were taken, how some parties were favored, all that was because a lot of it was not in the electronic domain. Now those things have changed, and the new government has brought in all these things. In the last 1.5 years, we have seen, whether it is in coal ministry, whether it is in petroleum ministry, or whether it is in highways. You see, highways, number of projects are being cleared.
Absolutely.
And the decisions are being taken in a quick time. But there is a lot of emphasis to see that things are done in a very transparent manner, so that no questions are raised later.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Iyer, for having joined us on Newsnight tonight.